Genie's Diary in a City. So this is the most recent novel I just finished up reading. Well, it's not going novel, so there's around 170 chapters right now, and it's one of those types of novel. The whole purpose of a novel is to make the main character as amazing and as powerful as you can. Right? When there's a constantly crowd that follows you, it's like, oh no, how is he doing that? That type of stuff. I know some people really not liking those type of novels. For me personally, I don't mind them once in a while because I get so tired of this novel. They might have amazing plot lines, but the main character constantly get pushed around by everybody and blackmailed, and he's super weak and he's just struggling constantly. I just get really annoyed with those stuff sometimes. And once in a while I want to read about this over the top broken overpowered main characters, and this is the type of novel there is, and so it's about this dude who ended up coming back to the regular world of the world that he's been in after 3,000 of years of cultivating in the cultivating world, right? And in that world he was like in charge of one of the most powerful sects. We're talking about universal level sex, right? We're talking about the completely different level sex from like regular world, and yeah, so he was pretty powerful in his past life, and he got betrayed. I'm not gonna go too much in details. You can actually read all this in description what I just said to you. A couple extra thing I added there. And so yeah, in this regular world, he comes back. He has a daughter. All the characters, like especially the female characters in these shows, are so annoying. My God, I can't deal with them. They're just too annoying, right? And the main character is just whipped. He's whipped by his mother and all the female characters, right? He pretty much does what they tell him sometimes. Not always, sometimes. There is few times when he just smacked this man. This man, powerful girls comes in and she tried to test him out. It was pretty interesting. And he just like, I don't want to fight a woman, right? And she forces him. He's like, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna hit you. And then he's like, bam! He slaps her. She just flies across the room and knocks her out in one punch. It was something interesting. It was something out of character there, because usually he just like helps out every single girl he sees. It's usually always like that in these types of novels. You can't really do nothing about that. So yeah, as you can see, this Puerto Rich, what that means is that he becomes one of the most richest guys in the show, right? He take control of all of this organization, all of the groups around. You know how they always do. If you into these types of novels, the only thing that really bothered me in this show is the whole patriotism around chapter 155 or so. He goes all patriotic and China is great and all that nonsense. Now, usually things like that doesn't really bother me because I've been reading a lot of these types of novels recently, and whether it's Korean, they said the Korea is great. Where it's Japan is great. Same thing with China. Some of the recent one I read, the same thing. In this case, though, it only bothered me because this guy is over 3,000 years old. We're talking about God level beings, like deity level beings. They're China problem or Earth problem or like the solar system or even our galaxy, the Milky Way, should be irrelevant to this level beings, right? They're in control of worlds. They're so powerful, but somehow this guy it's only happens like for a few chapters, but for those few chapters, I feel like it wasn't even the after writing. Maybe some Chinese government official took over for him for those few chapters, and just either that or the after ended up joining the military, and that's why he wrote it. I don't know what happened, but for those few chapters, somebody else was writing the novel. This guy goes all patriotic, and China is great and all that nonsense. And yeah, that wasn't really like I feel like it was not part of the story. Usually, like I say, it doesn't bother me because you're from that country. You're writing about from your point of view. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Only in this case, I feel like it was forced. It didn't even need it to be there. And it's like if you ever read this, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, besides that, it's actually not a bad novel to read. I mean, I got to 170 chapter. I enjoy most of the stuff. It's your typical over the top power main character who just goes around and just dumpsters on everything and anything, and that's what it is. It's just one of those type of novel. If you're interested, check it out.